Hello kindred spirit and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Veronica Virgo. Welcome. I do lots of pick a card tarot readings as well as other videos related to my spiritual awakening and healing journey. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead and check out my other videos and my channel. And if you are an OG subscriber who comes to my readings every week, I just want to say thank you so much for showing up and for being here, and that I love to do readings for you. But today you will be receiving a reading all about messages from your higher self. So what does your higher self want to communicate to you at this time? And before we get into your reading, I just want to throw a quick disclaimer out there that readings are really meant to bring healing and clarity and align you with your highest good. Please never let a reading take from you. You should be taking from the reading. If most of your reading really resonates with you, but there are just one or two small little details or parts that aren't clicking, just let it go and let it flow. Remember, this is a collective reading, so it's for all the beautiful starshines watching, and that small message that doesn't align with you could be for someone else watching. So without further ado, let's get into the group selection. Tune in with your intuition. Pause the video if you need to. And maybe even close your eyes, taking 3 deep and slow belly breaths to ground and center your energy. Then open your eyes and you will feel one of the groups really calling out to you and your heart. To jump ahead to the group that you've selected, scroll down to the description box below and you will see the timestamps where you can click and select your group. You selected group number 1, the very first group, then this is your reading all about messages from your higher self. Alrighty, so today I pre-shuffled the cards and we are going to begin with tarot and then get into oracle cards. So your first tarot cards are the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Empress. Next up, we have the 7 of Wands, followed by the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. So the very first thing I'm noticing is that this is an all-female spread. Not only is it an all-female spread, but the female in each card is in her power, is cultivating her energy to live her highest and best life. Wow, so very potent and powerful energy coming from you here, group 1. And a message from your higher self is keep doing what you're doing, because whatever you're doing is working. You are definitely in your power. Wow. I see so many circles too. So on this card, I see the circle of the pentacle. On this card, I see the circle of her pregnancy as well as the earth. On this card, we have a circle of protection around her. And then in this card, we have many circles of pentacles around her as well. So regardless if you're male or female, I definitely feel a big surge of divine feminine energy within and around you, and definitely protecting you as well. You could be in a matriarchal family or from a soul lineage of matriarchs or women. Perhaps if you're male, maybe you're very connected to your mother at this time, or that your mother has some kind of healing for you and soothing and nourishment to provide you with at this time. I'm just noticing another circle with the moon in the corner here. Wow. So messages from your higher self is that you have really come into your power, but that this is just the beginning. Although you've done a lot to get to this point, you are really just scraping the surface. I'm hearing the phrase scraping the surface. So it's almost like there is a lot to be unleashed and to come forward into the world in terms of what you have to give in your energy. And it's like before you could have overgiven, or maybe your energy was being drained. So you could have had like leakages in your energy, or maybe your energy was being given to things that weren't giving back as much as you were giving. But it's almost like leakage is really a word that's coming to mind. Like you had all these little energy drains or leaks before in your life, and you're coming out of a chapter now of almost like tying up or sewing up or plugging up those leaks. So learning where to give, where to receive, where to give a little more, where to receive a little more, like really just balancing out your relationships and your output and input of energy. So it's like you're learning how to work with your energy, and your higher self is very happy about this because it feels like you have a purpose or a mission here. Whew, it's almost like I need to take a breath because there's so much information coming through that I'm not even breathing. It's just like blah, 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 blah. So your higher self is very excited because it almost feels like your higher self has been waiting for you to get to this point where you have a handle on your energy, on how to work with it, on how to work with your field and work with your guides, your energy in a way that is going to allow you to do what it is that you came here to do. Because it's almost like before you had to flex and build this muscle of learning how to work with your energy, because whatever it is that you came here to do, or whatever it is you'll be doing in this next chapter, really is going to require this skill. But definitely your higher self is saying, keep going, keep doing what you're doing amazing, and you're really stepping into your power and energy. If I want to just go quickly into each individual card, your higher self is saying that comfort is here for you. Material pleasures and comforts are here for you. And the more that you respect yourself, embody your value and worth, and don't let anybody take advantage of you, the more your material wealth and physical comforts and pleasures will be provided for, okay? With the Empress here, oh my God, I thought this was the World card because it had a world on it, but I'm just noticing this is the Empress, which makes sense why she's pregnant. Okay, so with the Empress card, I am seeing a project that you may not have realized you've been working on for a really long time. It's almost like you've been, I don't know why this analogy of like a basket and picking flowers is coming to mind, but it's like you've been going through the forest, like picking flowers, weeding things out, adding this to your basket, taking this out of your basket, and now your basket is ripe to weave whatever it is that you were, collecting all of these flowers to weave. So you are ready to burst forth with this energy. And like I said, there could be healing coming from your mom at this time, soothing and nurturing coming from your mom at this time, which will help you to feel safe enough to release this into the world, whatever it is. Lots of safety, lots of protection, lots of energy of I can trust. Okay, so if you're not feeling that already, your higher self is saying you will be feeling that more and more and more. And this is really going to lay the groundwork and foundation for whatever it is that you are here to bring forth and whatever is calling for you at this time to birth into the world, okay? With the Seven of Wands, remember what you learned in terms of where and when to expend your energy, who to let in and how much to let in, okay? And I don't want you to take this message the wrong way. Your higher self isn't saying like be on high alert, protect yourself at all costs, like don't let people in. No, that is not the message, okay? The message is let in deeply who is meant to be let in deeply, and use your intuition, because those who are, not going to be respectful of you and your energy field, who you don't want to let in, it's going to be obvious right away. You're going to know in that instant, and you're just going to just not let them step in deeper. I hope that makes sense. But I see a lot of love around you. I'm just noticing all the pink around her. So it's not even like the color of the heart chakra love, it's the color of the higher heart of love. So I'm seeing a lot of support, care, nurture, protection, love, and just the right people in your life who want to help to support you. And like I said, make you feel safe and comfortable enough to lay the groundwork for you to do whatever it is you need to be doing at this time, which feels like it's related to your purpose or mission, or at least whatever your purpose and mission in this next chapter is, okay? The Nine of Pentacles. What is the message here, Spirit, from Group 1's higher self? Don't be afraid to shine, okay? You might have still a little bit of hesitancy or feel a little bit reserved about letting your brightest, truest, most authentic self shine. I'm almost picturing like somebody who has a big, boisterous belly laugh, but they're reeling it in. They're bringing it in because they don't want to be too much. They don't want to take up too much space. They don't want to just be too much. So your higher self is saying none of that. That phase is over. That chapter is over. It's time to be the fullest expression of who you are. And I'm just seeing like your energy really expanding and growing and expanding. So in order for your energy to expand at this level, just from my own knowledge, you would have had to go through quite a restricted contraction, because that's how it works, right? It's like contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. That is almost like how our life force energy operates, right? So you could have gone through a big contraction that was even longer than what you're probably thinking of when I'm saying this. Like it feels like maybe 10 years or a decade of contraction in some way. And it's like now your expansion has begun, but it's just like at the tip of the expansion. So you have a lot wider and bigger to go. Hope it's making sense, but really exciting here. I definitely see you stepping into your power, embodying who it is that you truly are at this time in your life. And I see it being powerful beyond just you. I also feel like if you got this far, I don't really need to tell you what to do, you know? Well, I'm not here to tell you what to do. Your higher self is, but yeah, your higher self is just like, keep going, keep going, keep going, don't stop, keep going, don't stop, keep going, don't stop, keep going, keep going, keep going, don't stop. This is also making me think of a rhythm. So it feels like you guys are in a rhythm. You're not being too restrictive with your routine and how you're approaching life and doing things, but you're also not being too loosey-goosey where there's no structure. It feels like you have a good steady rhythm of, like I said, when to give, when to receive, when to be a bit more controlled, when to be a bit more loose and flexible. You're flowing, your energy is flowing, and I'm very excited for you, Group 1. But okay, let us get into your oracle cards now. So we have enjoy music, instruments, sound, tune. We have the goddess Hestia with home. Okay, and then we have no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Beginning with the enjoy music card. It's funny that this came right after I was just kind of talking about a rhythm. You're keeping up a good rhythm. And it really was making me think of like, you know, the drum and keeping a steady rhythm with the drum. And I thought of this as just an analogy, but the fact that we have instruments, sound, tone, enjoy music coming out. If you've been doing any type of sound healing or you feel drawn to sound healing, so it's not going to be for everyone. It might just be for a select few, but you'll know if it's for you. This is good for you. This is helping you, so continue with this. Also, if you are somebody who feels inspired by music, what's actually happening is the music, whatever song comes on, you're feeling inspired by it, it's actually allowing you to shift your energy and to shift your vibration. So pay attention next time you're listening to music, what vibration or energy the song is shifting you into. And once you become consciously aware of this, you can like pick and choose songs that will help you to fluctuate into the energy you want to be in. So let's say, for example, you want to be in the energy of passion, love, abundance. Notice how you're feeling when a certain song is playing. Basically, without getting too complicated, does the song invoke feelings of feeling really good at a basic level or feeling negative or bad? Okay, pay attention to that because you can definitely use music to your advantage as a tool. Like I'm seeing you guys using music as a tool in some way. So whatever way you've been doing that, keep doing it because it's working. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, maybe begin to explore it because it's definitely already happening for you. It's definitely a tool that you're already working with. So pay attention and look a little bit deeper for that. Also noticing the poncho of the medicine man and the shaman here, and it's making me think of healing. So I also feel like sound healing once again is coming up. Healing through sound. Okay, I'm gonna assume that if I haven't said anything that resonated, that you know what I'm talking about here, because sound healing, healing through sound, that's coming out for you from your higher self as a message. With the home card coming underneath the Empress here, it's interesting, and then the Seven of Wands, because remember how I was talking about your mom could be relevant right now for some reason in terms of like providing you with nourishment and support and just positive energy. And if it's not your mom, then maybe it's somebody who embodies that motherly energy, right? The energy of taking care of you, of, you know, feeding, housing, and clothing you, or just like giving you physical affection and love. It feels like you have a very nurturing energy around you, potentially even in your living space, because we have home coming up. And I just see this like literally filling you up like a well. It's almost like this person is pouring in this loving energy to you and you are just like sucking it up, and it's good. It's really, really good for you. Yeah. And then with the Seven of Wands coming on top of home, this is just a message of know when you need to recharge, know when you need to recharge, and how it is that you personally recharge. For some of you, I'm seeing you just like going to your room, shutting the door, and being by yourself and being on your own for a bit. Just don't forget about this, because although you may feel like, oh, it's fine, I can do without it and keep socializing or whatever it may be, you may find that after you go and do this, like after you go and do whatever it is that you recharge with, like I said, I'm seeing somebody just going and closing the door and being in their room. You may notice that when you come out recharged. You come out feeling like your battery is full again. Okay, wait, postpone, pause, say no. What is this all about, Spirit? It feels like it's not the right time for something, but it feels like this thing isn't off the table completely. So it's not like never. It's not like don't do this. It's like, yes, do this, but not now. Now is not the time. I'm just seeing like something blocking you from being able to do this. And then eventually down the road, you might be able to explore it again, but it's almost like the energies aren't right. The seeds weren't planted from before for something to grow out of fertile soil. So it's like the energies aren't aligned at this time for this. But I'm just wondering, let's see if we can get more information as your reading goes, so that if you don't already know what I'm talking about here, it'll hopefully become more clear to you. So we have concentration. Okay. We have don't relinquish your power. And then we have star being healing codes, important information, wounds are healed, recharging. And this one wants to come along too. Anunnaki light codes, energy shift, new information, end of a cycle. Okay. So it feels like the no is about an investment of your energy. I don't know exactly what this is. Probably Spirit is not being super detailed, because for each person watching, I think it's something completely different. So you're really gonna have to tune into your intuition here, but it feels like in order to preserve your energy and maintain all of the different aspects of your life accordingly, and to keep doing that well, there is going to be something that you're gonna have to say no to, just in order to manage your time and energy levels. And your higher self is saying, it's okay. It's okay, just say no. It doesn't mean no forever, it just means no right now, because you may not have the time or energy, or if you try and force it, it's like you'll be forcing it, because now isn't the favored time. So it would be like going against the grain, if that makes sense. With concentration, it feels like there is something else calling for your attention that spirit and your higher self want you to focus on at this time. This is something that they've been giving you signs and signals towards already, and that you are already starting to work on. And there's a positive momentum and flow. Whatever has been moving ahead quickly, well, flowing forward and isn't having blockages or anything like that. Your higher self is asking you to, first of all, I'm being called to Ganesha's ear here. So keep listening for messages, keep listening for guidance in and around this thing, because your higher self is working with you on achieving this. And the second thing is concentrate, put a little bit of effort into helping to push this forward, because it feels like here the energies are right. Here the energies are flowing, and the timing, or not the timing, the energies, I want to say, are aligned here. So it's almost like you may have to say, okay, gonna put the brakes on that, gonna pump the brakes on this kind of thing. Don't relinquish your power. So another clue as to what these may be is that one may be coming from feeling an obligation towards someone else. Or if it's not someone else, maybe it's a belief system or just something outside of yourself that is making you feel like, I gotta do that, or I should be doing that. But wait, postpone, pause, say no. Don't relinquish your power, okay? Remember you learned this lesson already, okay? Don't give over your precious sacred energy and power just for the sake of something outside of yourself. It has to be internally guided. It has to be internally aligned. It has to be given without resentment. It has to be given freely in order for you to, like I said, receive that abundance and wealth and the material pleasures that you're looking for. It has to be given purely and freely, okay? So concentrate on what that is in your life right now. Also feel that information will continue to be revealed to you, day by day, moment by moment, week by week, month by month. So it's almost like your higher self is saying, keep tuning in, keep your awareness on. So it's not like if we give you a message one day, that's the message forever. It's like, that's the message for that moment. And then in the next moment, tune in again and there will be another message. So your higher self is really wanting to work with you on a intimate level, on a very connected level. And it feels like the communication is already open between you and your higher self, and keep that communication open. Keep doing what you're doing. They're very, very happy about that. What else? We have energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. It's interesting because this card says important information and this card says new information. So perhaps something that you once said yes to is going to turn into a no based on new information that's coming to you, okay? We also have a depiction of the Earth here twice on both the Star Being card as well as the Empress card, which makes me think of the end of a cycle. And here it says end of a cycle. So remember at the beginning of your reading, I said you're just scraping the surface. One cycle has ended and you're beginning something new, but you're just starting. And in this next chapter, phase, or cycle, you are in your power in a way that you haven't been up until now, which is so exciting. Okay, your last three cards here, we have wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. That's crazy. You literally have two cards that say wait. Okay, from two different decks. But then you have, okay, so you have the wait card, but then following it says jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Okay, and then you have magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. Okay, let's get into this because this is really interesting. Almost like there are two opportunities available to you right now. And one is the right way to go, and I don't even want to use the word right, so I'm just going to talk in terms of the energy that I'm feeling. One feels golden, expansive, Like it's going to really, really support your higher self and your journey in this next cycle. Just invoke or activate more expansion, deeper expansion, bigger, larger, further expansion. So one opportunity provides a very expansive, bright, and golden energy and opportunity for you. And it feels like the other opportunity available to you, it's like empty. There's nothing there. There's just nothing there for you. So going to force yourself in where you don't fit, it's going to just be almost like something you're going to have to carry with you on your back that is causing your expansion to become slower or harder for some reason when it's not really necessary. So your higher self is just saying, we are encouraging you towards expansion, towards the opportunity that is going to help you to rise up. Okay, they're using the words rise up. So if you do have two opportunities available to you at this time, perhaps closing your eyes and just tuning into the energy behind each one, and which one makes you feel like you're expanding, and which one makes you feel like it's a dead end. I would put it in that way, okay? See how in the wait card, it's almost like she's trying to go in, but like the universe is like, no, this is a dead end. Don't go this way, okay? And with the jump in, it's like she's diving into a portal that's just gonna expand her further, deeper, wider to somewhere, to some level that she hasn't accessed before. So, okay. I feel like I got that message across. And then we have magic, make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So yes, I definitely feel like your higher self, your guides and angels are really surrounding you with a lot of energy to support you at this time towards expansion. They are sending in lots of miraculous energy to help push you to the next level, help you to rise up to where you haven't been before. And yeah, I have a lot of faith that you are going to make the right decision, because I don't think you came this far to lug anything on your back that's going to be holding you down. So that is what I'm seeing for you, group one. I'm so happy to have read for you today. It was such an honor and a blessing. I am wishing you lots of love on your path. Go ahead and like this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel so that I can do more readings for you in the future. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, group one. Alrighty, so if you selected group number 2, the second reading, then this is your reading all about messages from your higher self. So today I actually pre-shuffled the cards, and we're just going to begin with tarot and then get into your oracle cards. In terms of tarot, we have the Magician to start you off. Welcome. We have the 9 of Swords, followed by the 4 of Cups. Next up, we have the Ace of Cups in combination with the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the message that I'm hearing from your higher self right now is that your higher self has been trying to guide you almost like into a higher vibration. And this is because it feels like your perception could be in a place that isn't necessarily the reality right now. So the Magician talks about having all of the resources to accomplish what it is that we want to accomplish. Basically, the power is within you, and you have the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. It is using your willpower to take action and using your inner magic to believe in yourself, really. But with the 9 of Swords, we're having anxiety, we're having doubts and worries that could be keeping us up at night. We're feeling a level of stress and panic, I would say. And if this is something that has been going on for a while, it could even be something that you don't notice. It's almost like when you notice after like a period of time, you finally like, breathe out and you haven't even noticed that you've been holding your breath for a long time. I'm almost feeling that sensation. So perhaps this is something that you've been carrying for a while, so you've become a little bit desensitized to it. But your higher self is coming in to try and help you to transmute the energies, because beyond the doubts and the worries, just kind of living rent-free in your mind, I'm also seeing with the Four of Cups, a desire to engage with life deeper, a desire to feel moved, to feel inspired, to feel passionate about life. But it's almost like you're feeling like you're searching for that, but you're not getting it. You're missing the mark. And what your higher self wants to say is that this is all here for you. This passion, this inspiration, it's right there, but it's almost like you're on the wrong signal. So think about a radio, right? Maybe you're gonna put your radio on channel 98, okay? But it's like on channel 98, there's only anxiety there, okay? So it's like you need to shift the dial to 102. And at 102, you are going to be able to receive the kind of, depth and inspiration from life that you're looking for. But your higher self is saying, when you focus on the lack, Five of Pentacles, you see more of the lack. It's almost like your higher self wants you to use your magic wand. And what your magic wand is your focus and attention of what and where and who you are tuning into. So it's almost like somebody who, I don't know if you guys listen to Abraham Hicks, but there was an episode where this girl was on talking to Abraham and she was saying, oh, I hate when people spit. It's so gross. I hate seeing people spit, but every day I see people spit on the floor and I don't know why, because it bothers me so much and I'm just always seeing it and other people don't seem to notice it, but I notice it. And Abraham's like, stop noticing it. Stop paying attention to it. Stop feeding energy into that which you don't want. So there is kind of a message here from your higher self that, like, Ace of Cups, there's new love for you. There's new inspiration for you. There is what you're looking for is available. Like, it's not like it's somewhere else. It's actually right where you are, but it's almost like you need to change the station that you're tuning into. Shift your focus and perspective into seeing what it is that you actually want to see as opposed to what you don't want to see. And a good way to do this could even be faking it at the beginning. So maybe you want to notice whatever it is that you want to have more of in your life. Start, trying to notice it and maybe even writing down or taking a moment to appreciate when you do notice it. And then do it again next time it happens. And then do it again next time it happens. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like you are noticing all of these flowers growing in places where you only saw weeds before. You're going to notice all of this life booming around you and joy and fun and passion around you that before you were just it was totally passing you by because you just were not focused on it. You were just focused on something else, more focused on what it is that was going wrong or what you didn't want or what you don't have. And even if you feel like you don't have much right now, that is what in terms of what you want, there is something that you could be potentially even taking for granted, okay, that is in your life right now. So just start cultivating the energy, and that might start really small in terms of just noticing it once in your day, but that energy will cultivate and grow bigger, and before you know it, you'll be seeing the world with fresh eyes and noticing all of this beauty and inspiration all around you, okay, group 2? Alrighty, so let's get into your next cards. So next up we have Earth Magic, Nature, Rituals, and Charms. We have Energetic Movement with number 5. I'm just gonna take those two for now. So once again, I'm seeing your higher self coming in and wanting to shake up the energy. It's like you're looking over there and your higher self wants to tap on your shoulder and be like, hey, look over there, what's that? And then you see that and you're like, oh, that's what I've been looking for forever. And your higher self's like, yeah, but you were looking over there and it's over here. So a practical way in which you could potentially start to shake your energy up to be able to receive what it is that you're wanting to receive. Firstly, with earth magic, try spending time in nature. Because nature is so high vibrational, it's really hard to stay in a low vibration when you're there. Also, like your spirit guides and guardian angels and your higher self can get messages to you more easily, because it's almost like your channel, remember I said it was at 98 and it wants to go to 102. It's like when you're in nature, you're already between those two channels just by being outside. So you're getting in some information already from your guides, angels, and higher self. So go out and spend time outdoors in nature if you can. Be present in nature if you can. And connect with whoever it is you connect with in terms of spirit, whether that's your wise and well ancestors, passed on loved ones who walk with the light, whether it's God, goddess, angels, spirit guides, whoever it is, show up and connect with them. So whether you do that at an altar, whether you need to go to your altar and just pray out loud and talk to your ancestors, or whether you need to go out in nature and appreciate the trees and the birds and the river and the sunlight, whatever it is that you do that helps you to connect deeper with spirit saying do that. That is really going to help you to shake up this energy that you're trying to release and move you to tuning into the channel that it is that you want to be tuning into. I'm also seeing here with energetic movement, once again, the energy wants to shift and move somewhere else. And I'm noticing Ganesha's holding an instrument there. Like a sound maker. So I think this is just a confirmation of, and he's also turning around. He's literally turning around. So I do think that things are going to turn around for you. If you have been feeling a little down in the dumps or just a little bleh, like I feel like you've been having this sensation for a little bit of time that you may be a bit desensitized to it, but life is not supposed to be bleh. Like it's supposed to be a lot more tantalizing than is right now for you. So the energy is here from your higher self coming in to say, yes, we are here to support you to turn around and shift the energy. And if you reach out to us and make that connection a little stronger by doing your part to communicate and show up, it's going to help you to move out of this energy a lot easier and quicker. Next up, we have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, interesting. And then we have angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. Yes. Okay. So remember, sorry, I'm starting to get uncomfortable with my necklace. So if you're also wearing something or doing something that is kind of making you feel uncomfortable, but you're just doing or wearing it out of habit, take it off. Let it go. Your higher self is like, you don't need it. Okay. But going back to your cards, you could be absorbing like thought forms from your environment that aren't even yours, that aren't supporting or serving you. So once again, it's almost just about, I don't want to keep repeating myself and saying like, turn the dial, change your frequency, because maybe you're sitting there saying, yeah, how, right? But this is just more here to say that it is totally possible for you to do this. And your guides are already helping you with this. You've got angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe, potent connection. So it's like you are already connected. It's like you're just not realizing how connected you are and how much support is available for you here. With energetic sovereignty, this brings me back to let go of whatever is bringing you discomfort in a way that isn't helping you to change or grow, but it's just more like a thorn in your side that you just pull out and just stop carrying around with you. I feel like could either be like physically something you are carrying, wearing, or just have on or around you that is just out of a habit that isn't actually like bringing anything to your life, or that could just be an analogy for just a thought that you've been thinking repeatedly that isn't serving you anymore, or that isn't even your thought. Maybe someone around you had this thought and then now you've started to think it, but it's like not even your thought in the first place. Oh yeah, I hope this is all making sense for you, group 2. Let's get into your next cards here. We have calm is not a weakness, and we have choose love over fear. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? As well as the goddess Anya with adaptability. This could be people that you're around even whose energy just isn't supportive of where you want to go. And that doesn't mean that the people around you don't love and support you and want to see you go wherever it is that you want to go. It's just more that they're not taking the time to maybe raise their vibration and align with their highest self in some way. And you, instead of matching to your highest self, are maybe matching to them. And your higher self is coming in to say, you know, match to your higher self, or rather than matching to and mirroring somebody who you don't even want to be like, okay? Calm is not a weakness. You don't need to be high strung. You don't need to be pushing or forcing. And choose love over fear. So anytime that you are having a thought, just take a moment. Is this thought fear-based? Is this thought coming from a fear? Or is this thought coming from love? Okay, I'm gonna decide to do something with my time or my day. I'm gonna decide to hang out with somebody. Am I hanging out with them or doing this action out of fear or out of love? And just that practice will make things very clear for you and help you to already start to tune into the energy of love rather than fear. And don't be afraid to, you know, step out from what everybody else around you is doing. It looks like your happiness is outside of that, and your joy is going to come from doing something different, standing out in some way from the people around you or who you're surrounded by at this time. I also see what looks to be like a little swirl of white energy. It almost looks like a feather. And this card is right underneath angelic frequencies. So I feel a lot of angelic protection around you. The angels are definitely guiding you and with you and favoring you. And they're asking you to be a little bit more adaptable. Don't be afraid to step out, like I said, from what those around you are doing, to adapt and be flexible, and rather than just living out the same habit or routine without thinking about why you're doing it, because it maybe isn't supporting you, and your higher self is just asking you to adapt a little bit so that you can have your happiness and be where you want to be. Next up, we have the goddess Persephone with inexperience. We have the goddess Lakshmi with fortune. Ooh. And we have miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Okay, so maybe you are stressing about how you are going to bring a manifestation to life. Maybe there's something that you're really hoping to get in your life, but instead of being in the energy of that which you want to bring into your life, you are focused on the lack of it. Like, where is it? It's not here. And the more you focus on the absence of it, the further away you push it from you. Okay, so be in the energy of that which it is you want to manifest, and like attracts like, the law of attraction. Go ahead and check out my video about manifesting with the rose technique. It could be really helpful for you in terms of the mindset needed to manifest and the practical things that you can do as well. That is over on my channel. We also have partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team, as well as the 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. We're gonna come out of this funk, group 2. You are definitely gonna come out of this funk. You have so much love and support. And what I wanna say is it's already here for you. And I know I keep saying that, but it's almost like it's in the room with you. You're just not noticing it. So start to notice it. The more you notice it, the more the energy of that is going to flood into your life, and you will be just surrounded by it. Your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. okay? Release control over this situation and trust and have faith that the angels are with you, guiding you. This is messages from your higher self, but the angels are crashing their reading to say we love you and we're here supporting you as well. With Lakshmi and fortune next to miracles, there's definitely some good fortune on its way to you, a miracle on its way to you. And this could be a partnership or support of some kind that you've been needing in your life that is going to really support and help you on your path. Persephone and experience, the support that's coming in could be helping you kind of fill in the gaps of where you're feeling inexperienced, where you're feeling stressed out. I feel like support is coming in, a miracle is coming in, good fortune is coming in to balance out the scales and just bring in more overall balance to your life and situation. With the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creation's Tapestry of Life Expression. I'm actually going to read this out of the book because I'm not too familiar with this card and it feels like there's more here that wants to be communicated as well. Right, so it says, there are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven. That's so funny. Remember I said there's beauty all around you, you just may not be noticing it? It literally says beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Remember how I said you want to be inspired? You're almost looking for beauty, inspiration, to be moved by life. And this is exactly what this card is talking about. Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Yes. So the more you relinquish control, the more you let go of your stress and apprehensions and this lack of, it's not here, I don't see it, where is it? The more you choose love over fear, the more you are going to bring yourself into the flow. And the more you are in the flow, the more the creativity and intuition and all the energy it is that you're yearning for is going to be able to flow through you and pour into your life, okay? It says, they occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is a part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life, for where there's creativity, spirit, and soul are present. And the world needs those qualities more now than ever before. What new creations are you being called to birth? And once you figure out what it is you're being called to birth, choose love over fear. Do not listen to the voice of fear. Listen to the voice of love and come from that place when you create. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for you, group 2. I really hope that this reading resonated with you, and if it did, please comment down below. Let me know what thoughts and feelings that it brought up for you. Go ahead and give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel so that I can do more readings for you in the future. I'm wishing you a blessed week, month, year, day, and life, and I will see you in the next video, group 2. Bye. Alrighty, so if you selected group number 3, the third group, then this is your reading all about messages from your higher self. So right off the bat, when I was pre-shuffling your cards, group 3, I definitely felt like you guys had a very distinct energy compared to groups 1 and 2. It was like, I don't know, it was just like very separate from group 1 and 2. And I also got 2 messages as I was shuffling. The first one was that one of your guides was very present and made themselves present immediately. So I have a feeling that we will potentially be getting messages from a guide of yours as well, or maybe that your guide is channeling these messages through your higher self and through me to you in this reading. So definitely know that there's going to be messages for you in here. The second thing is that I felt a lot of cleansing and purging going on, meaning that you are releasing a lot, whether that be spiritually, and I do feel like for most of you it is spiritually, but it could be emotionally, it could be physically, it could be mentally, in all of the different ways. But I just felt like you were releasing a lot, but that this process is really good for you. But it just may not be easy at times because you're purging, okay? But let's go through and see what your cards reveal. Let's begin with the tarot, and then we will get into your oracle cards a bit later. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, ooh, okay, love it, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, oh my gosh, and Page of Pentacles. I think this is the most pentacles I've got in a reading before. Wow. Okay, so you're definitely focused on the physical realm at this time, whether it is your finances, your health, your body, but rather than the spiritual realm, you would be really focused on the physical realm. And your higher self is coming through here to kind of weave some spiritual energy into your current moments, because it feels like with this amount of pentacles, there does need to be a little bit more elevation and flexibility in order to bring balance back. But the Ace of Pentacles always represents an opportunity that is going to be given to us in some way. Like I said, this could have to do with your health, with your body, with your finances, with your work. But it's like, it could even be an opportunity that feels like it's being taken away from you. Because although the hands are giving a pentacle here, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like the hands pulling it back, pulling it away. So maybe there was a false start here, or a missed opportunity, or something that you were expecting or hoping for with your health, finances, work, or your physical reality in some way. And this is being taken away from you so that you can be better aligned spiritually, so that you can elevate higher and connect deeper with your higher self, with your intuition, with spirituality. Because it feels like if you were to, go down this road, so to speak, you were going to be further invested in the physical realm. And I feel like your higher self is guiding you to bring balance by not only focusing so much on the physical realm, but focusing on the spiritual realm as well, on your emotions, on your thoughts, not so much about the material realm, okay? With the King of Pentacles, this seems very random compared to the traditional meaning, but what I'm picking up is different than the traditional meanings here, because you have to look at the entire spread, at how all the cards are speaking to each other. And what I'm seeing here is that you're in your comfort zone. You have been going about life and doing things a certain way for so long that it's time to pause and reconsider, perhaps being more flexible, bringing in the winds of change a little bit, okay? I do see here that some kind of communication comes in out of nowhere and quickly. It's unexpected and it's quick. So this could be information, communication. This is the sign of air. So words could play a part, whether that's spoken, written, but some kind of information or communication is given. And then it's like, you don't want to hear it. I'm just seeing both the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here turning away. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to accept it. You want to stay the same. You do not want to change and ride the winds of change. Perhaps because at some point you felt that you could only trust yourself. And if you have a pet, you may be very close to your pet, and your pet may be somebody one of the only people, yes, okay, that was a confirmation. If you have a pet and you are close with them, you have a close relationship, this is a confirmation that your pet may be one of the only people who you truly let in or trust or feel a sense of hope with. How do I say this? It's almost like with your pet, you can be optimistic, you can hope for the best, you know they have your back, you see the good in them, you see the more optimistic side of things with them. But with other people or some other aspect of your life, it's like you're not trusting, you're not willing to be flexible or to move. It's like you're closing down your self or closing your energy off from others, and potentially even closing yourself off from your own energy. And your own energy is a source of immense life force energy for you, of vitality, of power. So I feel that a big message from your higher self is to connect deeper into your spirituality at this time if you can, because I feel like you need to build up more of a sense of faith and trust and optimism and hope and belief in what life has to offer you. And once you nurture this, it's going to help you to be less rigid and open up your energy a lot more, and potentially even improve your physical health as well. Yeah, and it's like, not only is it spirituality that your higher self is encouraging you to open up to more, but it's even your emotions too. It's even feelings. But I think that starting with building that sense of trust, faith, optimism will come from spirit more easily, and then that will help you to open up more to your emotions as well. Okay, so next up we have connect with animals. Animal spirit guides, healing past pets. Okay, so remember how I said there was a spirit guide that came through very strongly at the beginning that wanted to relay a message? For some of you, this could be a past pet. So if you had a pet that you were very close with who was passed on, that pet is here in this reading. I'm hearing a dog barking. It doesn't mean that it can't be any other type of animal, but just for some of you, I am hearing a dog barking, and I am seeing a light colored dog, like maybe like a blondie, light brown color with like black eyes, kind of like a dog with short legs, a smaller dog, but that has a thicker body. Yeah, short legs, thicker body, smaller dog, but not like skinny, like more thick. And then, yeah, dark eyes. And then I just hear this dog barking, okay? So that's not gonna be for everybody. That is for somebody specific who is watching this, but moving on. It is so interesting to me that I brought up a pet and that I did not pre-see these cards. When I pre-shuffle, I put all the cards face down. So when I flip them here with you is the very first time that I see them. And then connect with animals. Animal spirit guides, healing past pets. So you guys feel safe with animals. You feel safe with animals because you feel that they have good intentions, that you can trust them, and that they're just pure-hearted and good. You may not feel that way about people. You may not feel that way about God or spirit, okay? But you trust animals. So this could come from, a place of wounding. So I actually have a post about this on Instagram. So I'm going to throw the post up right over there, and I actually talk about the type of wounding that could come from this. So potentially maybe you could go and read that post and it could be helpful for you. But yeah, if you're somebody who doesn't have any pets who have passed away, then you definitely have a spirit animal who is very much with you and protecting you and looking out for you, and who you are very connected to, whether you realize it or not. So if there is a particular animal, here we have a wolf and a reindeer or some type of deer. So it could be one of those animals, but take it as it resonates for you. So you're definitely connected to animal energy. And it's funny because I wanted to bring out the polychrome jasper for this reading, and I've never brought this stone into any of my readings before, even though I have had it for a couple years now. And this stone is very related to animal energy. So it could be a good stone for you. And remember how I said that spirit and your higher self are really encouraging you to open up more to your emotions, to your spirituality, not just focus so much on the physical and material. A good way for you to start to build that trust is with animals, because you do feel safe around them. But your higher self does want to encourage you beyond just animals to trusting life, trusting source, trusting people as well. So we also have delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. We also have this card that came out in reverse, even though normally I don't take reversals for this deck, but I'm gonna keep that note. It says, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, and then we have the Morrigan with death and magic. Wow, it's really interesting because I was feeling a huge sense of purging, remember I said, and a death and rebirth. It feels like you are misaligned right now with your destiny. So there is your destiny and then there is your fate. And your fate is just like the circumstances of your life. So whatever your family history and trauma is, the socioeconomic status of your family, just kind of like the things that you were born into that you had no control over. And if you don't follow your destiny, you could get stuck in your fate, which is just like, you know, what you're fated to, but isn't your full potential. It's not your highest timeline. It's just getting caught up in what's already there around you. And I don't want to, you know, let you down by giving you this information, because there is no wrong path. You are exactly where you need to be. So please don't stress. But it's just more that your higher self is saying, remember that you don't have to do what was set out for you by your family. You don't have to live how you've been living just because you've done it up until now. You do have a destiny. You do have a higher timeline available to you that is greater than what you are currently experiencing, okay? But this requires you to be open to learning, to open up your energy to other people, to even believe there is good in this world, that there is love, that there is purity, that there is optimism, all of these things, okay? You have to start there. It says, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. Yes, I feel like your higher self is very much encouraging you to see the glass half full rather than the glass half empty. And this may sound trivial or silly, but it really, this type of attitude goes so far and really can reshape your reality into something magical that you never could have expected, okay? So try to start small by just noticing the good things in your life, counting your blessings, and even just feeling the pleasure of simple things, whether that's, you know, a moment where you see the good in someone and just recognizing, okay, I saw the good in that person in that moment, or whether it's, you know, seeing the good in yourself, or if there is someone in your life who you feel like you can trust, maybe being vulnerable and taking the step a little bit deeper to trust them a little bit more, okay? But just starting small with seeing the good things, seeing the optimism, and opening up a bit more. I'm gonna read the card of Morrigan because I've never pulled this card before, I don't think, and I would like to learn more about the message that it has for you here today. But with the new moon, the crescent moon on her forehead, I am seeing a new start, but it's only if you take it. You can just stay in your comfort zone where you've been, only focusing on the material realm. But I do see that this keeps you in your fate, and it doesn't lead you to your destiny and the amount of physical health and well-being and joy and happiness and alignment that could potentially be here for you if you decide to try and, you know, make some changes in your life in this direction, okay? So let's go ahead and read this card. Alrighty, so it says, consider your life a magical gift and your experience of it a beautiful opportunity to leave the world a better place. Yes, like maybe you're just showing up to life like, oh, I had no choice to be here. I'm just living day by day. I don't really care. None of this really matters to me. My pet is the only one who, you know, I really care about. But the truth, that couldn't be further from the truth. There is so much love and light in this world for you, and you came here for a reason. Believe it or not, you came here for a reason. So you need to remember why you're here. And clues as to why you're here are gonna have to do with things that light you up, that light your spark, that make you have that kind of belief in life and humanity again, okay? You give that gift back when death comes, and sorry, let me just read the sentence before so that makes sense. So it says, consider your life a magical gift and your experience of it a beautiful opportunity to leave the world a better place. You give that gift back when death comes and ends your time on this plane. Experiences, relationships, projects, and even long cherished dreams are all subject to the natural laws of death and the magic of the Celtic goddess Morrigan. Now is the time for you to let certain parts of your life die and recognize this process as something to celebrate as well as to mourn. Let go with love and gratitude. Leave your fears behind, for in death there is great magic, as nothing can ever be truly destroyed. From the ashes of the old, a new life and new dreams will come to be. Face this time of dying and death with love and courage. Be willing to empty. Soon the goddess Morrigan will fill you up with magic and a new world will be born for you. This is her gift for you when you surrender your resistance and allow things to be as they are. Okay, so another message I'm getting here, which isn't for everyone, but could be for some people watching or a select viewer, maybe even just one person, but perhaps you're experiencing the death of a pet, or you have recently experienced the death of a pet. Maybe it's happening right now, or you're grieving this and it's causing you to maybe lose hope, but your higher self is saying this is the natural process of life, and anytime something is taken from you, something will be given to you. It is just the natural law and order of life. And if you are going through this, I just want to send you so much love, so much light. The difficulty that you're experiencing will pass, okay? Woo! And I totally appreciate how difficult it could be to go through something like this. But remember how I said your pet could be showing up in this reading to reassure you, okay? And they want you to be happy. They want you to trust that life is beautiful and that there's so much more offered. Thinking and saying, you are worth more than this. There's so much more to life than you're accessing right now. And they want you to be happy, okay? Alrighty, so next up we have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. We have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. And then we have third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. Okay, so first of all, it feels like you're going through a lot, and for some reason I'm being called to your health or your physical body. Perhaps you're undergoing something in terms of your health or your physical body at this time, and your body is asking for rest. So please listen to your body, nourish yourself with healthy foods, with water. Twice this message came out, but I kind of ignored it, but it's coming again in terms of drink more water. So definitely drink more water, try to eat healthy and whole foods, and just get rest, because I feel like your body needs this nurturing and care right now. And with this card here, just know that whatever difficulties and challenges and contractions life is bringing you right now, it is for your expansion, it is for your growth, and it's happening for you. It's not happening to you, okay? So trust that there is a greater plan. Trust that you're here for a reason. You have a purpose. Do not lose hope, okay? With third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing, there is something that you're going to be able to see about why you're here and your purpose. You are going to either get a vision or an idea or some sort of clarity. I feel like it's an aha moment. And it could just be small. Maybe it's not huge. So don't downplay it when it happens, but just pay attention, because you're going to be able to see a way forward. Everything's blue here, but then there's a door leading to the sun. You're going to be able to see a way into your destiny, a way into a brighter future and life for yourself, a way in which you can live in a more balanced lifestyle than the one you've been living in up until now, okay? But because this is coming through the third eye, it could be coming from a dream, a vision, an idea, a moment of clarity, but it's just like a thought, even like just an aha moment, but it's not coming from thinking, okay? It's coming from spirit, it's coming from your higher self, and it's going to be delivered to you with a kiss, okay? I don't know why that just came through. Maybe you have an ancestor who would speak like that, or your pet gave you lots of kisses, but it's going to come through with a kiss, okay? Maybe somebody's going to kiss you, or a kiss is going to have to do somehow in the way in which this information comes to you. So keep your eye out for that. Alrighty, next up we have number 20 with protection. Love to see it. And then we have number 22 with harmony, as well as you are here for a reason. Oh my gosh. Wow. Big message from your higher self, group 3. Big message from your higher self. Okay, screenshot this, make it the background on your phone, post up a quote of this. You are here for a reason in your workspace. Like, you need to see this every day. You are here for a reason. You're not just floating around in space without a purpose and nobody cares about you and you live and then you just die and it means nothing. No. Your higher self is here to tell you that this is all happening for you, not to you, so that you can step into your destiny and out of your fated life and live your highest timeline, the life that you were meant to live, okay? So that you can have your balance, your health, your life back, okay? So your creativity is going to be activated in some way. With the sacral chakra coming out, the color orange, it speaks of either creativity or sensuality. So there's going to be something either to do with your sensuality and sexuality or with your creativity, okay? And that energy is going to kind of like call you out of this reality that you've been in, out of your fated life and into your destiny life, okay? It's going to be giving you clues and signs on the path that you should be walking towards. Remember how I said that there is going to be a vision or something given to you that's going to help to bring you on this path? Well, just know that you'll know when you're doing the right thing or you're on the right path when it feels good, when you feel something inside, when you feel excited, passionate, hopeful, sensual, creative. When you start to feel that spark, even if it's small, you know that you're taking a step in the right direction. Your higher self wants to protect you from a lifestyle it feels like that isn't serving you anymore. And I feel like you're going through a process that is divinely instigated at this time to let this go. Maybe you have an addiction or something that you've been relying on heavily that has been negatively impacting your health, and your higher self wants to protect you from this and wants you to release this out of your grip so that you can move into a healthier lifestyle for yourself. You are here for a reason, group 3. Know it, believe it, and live it, okay? I'm actually going to draw one more tarot card to clarify this protection card. So can we please clarify this protection card? Tuning into group number 3's higher self. What is it that they need protection from? 7 of Pentacles, another Pentacles card, my goodness. Yeah, your higher self doesn't want you to stay stuck anymore. Doesn't want you focusing on money, on the physical reality, on material things, on what you can see in front of you. They want you to focus on the dream that you have inside of you that will bring you somewhere else, somewhere other than your current reality and current experience. So your guides and angels, your passed on loved ones, including potentially even your pets and your higher self, are trying to protect you by giving you inspiration and clues through what you feel passionate about, what gives you even the smallest feeling of that little sparkle of like, okay, this feels a little bit creative or sensual or exciting or passionate to me. You are here for a reason. Know that that feeling is calling to you to where you are meant to go. And you can do it to group 3. But it will require you to change, adapt, be a bit more flexible, and let go of something about your lifestyle that you've currently been living or holding on to. Alrighty, that is what I'm seeing for you, group 3. I really hope that this reading resonated with you, and if it did, please comment down below. Let me know what thoughts and feelings it brought up for you. Go ahead and give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel so that I can do more readings for you in the future. I am wishing you all the love and light on your path, lots of blessings and divine support and guidance, and I will see you in the next reading, group 3. Bye.